Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Album Review Corner. Alright, so this week, I know it's kind of really late here, but I just figured I'd do this. I'm going to do 3 episodes this week, and this is episode number 6, I believe. So what this episode's going to be about today is Train's new album, California 37. Okay, well, so I just get done listening to it. It's a good album. And there's a couple bright spots, a couple low spots for sure. Basically, what I didn't realize when researching this and reviewing this, reading other reviews online, is that some people don't like this band for whatever reason, and there's gonna be haters with every band. That's obvious, but I found that kind of shocking because, from what I've heard, Train was always the band that people wanted to, as far as pop, wanted to emulate because they had good hooks and they, were good writers and whatnot. So I find that kind of interesting. All right, so like I said, There's a review, California 37. There's 11 tracks. The first one, I have a notes here. This is what I'm looking at. First one is "This Will Be My Year," and this was a good song. It's very upbeat. It reminds me of "We Didn't Start the Fire." It has a tempo. The name by Billy Joel, of course, that song. They name a whole bunch of different, different kind of either events or whatever since Train was going, and kind of timeline it for Train and what they've been through and musically and through their music career. Alright, the next song is "Drive By," and this is a up-tempo song for sure. It's about a man who actually wants love instead of a guy who just wants a one-night stand for a woman, and he's trying to get her attention by, just on a drive-by. I'm not trying to basically, just make love and run away as some people do today. I find that interesting, but yeah. Alright, the third song is "Feels Good at First," and this song it's a slower song. Lyrics are good and somewhat catchy after a while. It reminds me a lot, in fact, of the slower tempo as "Marry Me" from the Save Me San Francisco album. Definitely very interesting. Okay, the fourth one is "Bruises," and this is featuring country artist. So let me pull this up. Ashley Monroe, I believe it is. And it's a duet, and I love it. It's a good mix. It's for sure a high tempo song, and I'm not sure exactly what it means. I think it means, everybody gets bruises, everybody gets damaged in some way from, I'm assuming a love relationship at this in this situation. But it's, it's definitely a good song. One of my favorites, if I had to say. Alright, the fifth song here is 50 Ways to Say Goodbye, and this is I like the southern and Mexico feel of it in the beginning, and kind of, the horns and whatnot in the beginning. At first I wrote on here that I think it had no point. That was, just another song, but then I found out, and by looking this up, it has the meaning of a guy that's in denial over a breakup, with his girlfriend or whatever. And yeah, it's a good song. Once I figured out the meaning, it made sense. Alright, so the next song here is 6 is "You Can Finally Meet My Mom," and it's a good song, catchy, kind of fast-paced and whatnot, and it's about someone that's saying goodbye to a loved one, and then, he's not gonna meet the famous people he wants to meet because he wants to just be with his mom and whatnot. And it's basically kind of a "We Didn't Start the Fire" type of thing. Kind of list off a whole bunch of stuff, and it's these next 2 songs are basically a way for Pat he's definitely saying to celebrate life. You don't know what's gonna happen in life for sure, and just celebrate it. And yeah, it's a good way of celebration, a good way of mourning death, I guess you should say, instead of being sad, just remember the good times and whatnot. That brings me to the next song, "Sing Together," which is kind of similar to "Hey Soul Sister" off the last album. It deals with death, of course, it's a pretty sad situation, but they bring it to a way. It basically is finding ways to celebrate life while mourning, and it's definitely interesting. And spend time with your families. I think the moral of those two songs, number 6 and 7, on the album, for sure. Spend time with your family and enjoy their company, because you don't know when, what's gonna happen. The track number 8 is 8 and 9 are actually about California, I think, and it's just these two songs. First 8 is Mermaid. It's very upbeat. It's a good song overall. It just was odd, the lyrics, the whole mermaid feel song title. It just was very odd. It may be a love song. I don't even know. I couldn't find really any information on that. Sorry, it's definitely interesting though. It brings me to track number 9, which is California 37, the album title. It's a California song for true fans, and the band is basically saying thank you for everything you've done and whatnot. And this kind of signifies, maybe it's the end of Train, the end of the band Train, and they're going to a new height. Maybe they're gonna have new material in next album, and I know, because this is kind of their cliche album type, where it goes, it's a love song, it turns into a fast song. It's a good song, but it's a fast song. Okay, the next two songs, actually, sorry, is We Were Made for This, and basically, it kind of, again, Do Not Start the Fire. They list a whole bunch of stuff. The band is pretty good at that, for sure. It's a good tactic, I think. And then it's basically about the band that kept going no matter the haters and whatnot, I think. Okay, and then track number 11 was When the Fog Rolls In, and after reading the review, I actually got halfway through it, and I found it interesting. It might be the end of Train, I think, maybe, or a marriage in this situation, who knows, just because it goes off, and what I heard, it turned into a chorusy kind of, goodbye type of thing, and it's definitely more than just the album being over. It might be a new chapter in, maybe one of the band members' lives or something, so we'll see, but it's definitely interesting. Alright guys, well that's about it. I know it's kind of late here, like I said. So thank you for watching this, and I'm going to have a couple more reviews. I'm going to put 3 up hopefully this week. I have some ideas. I had a request for a song, for an album to review, so I'm going to do that for a friend on here, and then another one that I was referred to today, so we'll see. Alright guys, well thank you for watching. Have a nice night.